Hello. What is up? This is your buddy Alertwolf here to bring you another anime review. This time I'm doing it on Hunter x Hunter episode 82, Kite and the Slots. Now, I said this on my last review. Sorry about the delay for these videos, and the reason why they've been coming out late the last 2 weeks. Last week I had the holiday, and I also, had my girl's birthday, so I couldn't get them out on time. And this week, I ended up going to Monday Night Raw in Hartford, Connecticut. So I didn't have a chance to do it. Basically, I work Sundays, and Saturday nights are no good for me because I'm out. And my only day to do the later weekend, reviews is usually Monday. So by Monday or Tuesday, usually my videos are out, and then I have time again. And then I don't get another chance to do videos really until the end of the week, Thursday and Friday. So that's my loop. So if I can't get them done by Monday, they're gonna have to wait until Thursday and Friday for me to shoot the videos, edit them, put them out, and that usually takes a day or two. So I'm sorry for the last 2 weeks, guys, but next week I shouldn't have anything special going on a Monday, so I should be able to get them done for you, and then things will go back to normal. But anyway, so basically, this episode is if I could MVP for this episode, you know what? People got to shine this episode. I'm gonna go MVP. In my opinion, is Killua. Woo! When that boy flips that switch, boy, watch out. Awesome. He just reminds you who he is. Move of the episode, I'm gonna have to go rock, paper, scissor, baby. Scissor. Badass. And the surprise character for me, Rama. That dude. But let me just explain what happens. Very simple episode. Again, it's a fight episode. It's in the title. Basically, they go into the bowels of NGL's underground to find everybody's dead. But then we get an idea of how powerful Kite's surveillance is, because I almost called it hockey in my head for a second. But he was able to detect them using his abilities up to 40 to 41 meters away. So he was able to detect these guys from coming. And the guy who came out is the Centaur dude and his minions. And there were 3 of them, luckily enough. And so he had 2 human, naked dog things that he killed, and they were walking on their elbows. Truly sick and disturbing. They killed him. Gon was ready to go in there, but they told him to calm down. And so they're like, you two take the people, and I'll take the other ones. And one was a chick, which Killua fought. The other one was a dude with multiple arms, who Gon fought. And then Kite fought their leader, the Centaur. And each of them got to show why they're who they are in this episode. It was so freaking good. This whole week, by the way, all these reviews I'm going to put out, just the next 2 reviews, including this one, are to the legend. Well, Haneko doesn't count because it's not that type of anime. But so badass. Attack on Titan, Hunter x Hunter, Arata the Legend. Badass episodes, to say the least. All of them good, with big reveals or something like that. So it's been a good week. So basically, they split off and start fighting. You have Killua. He flips the script, so to speak. He flips his switch and goes into killer mode. Woo! Just nasty. Just freaking nasty. Just start ripping off arms and shit. And oh man. Badass. And then he takes a hit from her. And she's like, oh, you're poisoned, you're dead. And he pretends to be dead, and he gets up. And the next thing she noticed, her head is upside down because he just broke her neck. And she's like, how did you? Oh, I'm impervious to poison. Oh, okay. And then she dies. Meanwhile, Gon in his fight, he hits him with the rock, but, he hits him hard, but not hard enough. and then it looks like he's gonna just go into a rock fist. This dude is contemplating the ways of how he's gonna block, but and Kite wants to see him do his move, which takes a long time. But it turns out that the Centaur dude couldn't wait. He attacks Kite. Kite dodges, calls up his little buddy, and he has the roulette thing spin. He gets the gun, and he uses the gun, and he kills this dude, like it brutally, like not even an issue. Then we get Gon finally does this move. Now this guy has an idea that he's gonna bite him. He's gonna sacrifice half of his body, take the punch, and there you go. So he decides to go in to take the punch, but Gon doesn't give him his rock, paper, rock attack. He goes rock, paper, scissor attack and hits him with the scissor, turning it into a sword, cutting him up into small pieces, thwarting the plan. Excellent. But Gon does make a little mistake. Even though he cuts him up into little bits, what's-his-face was still gonna bite him, being just a severed, like, dismembered head. And he's like, dude, you gotta remember, and he kills it, kills the dude's head. You gotta remember that Chimera Ants' heads could survive up to like 3 days. So you gotta, even if you disembowel them, you have to kill him. He's like, alright. And he's like, you also get explanation of his powers, that the slot machine runs independently of him, and that it randomly draws numbers, and he finds it annoying, and Kite finds it annoying, and Killua was like, why would you invent a power like that if you didn't want to use it? So there must be more to it than that, but that's a little funny. We also get, obviously, the tiger dude and the ants that were going after them in the first place are still tracking them and still trying to kill them. And hopefully that's the next episode. But the last thing we get is Ramod, whatever. He discovers Nen and starts powering up. And that's the only advantage they have in this battle. This is gonna be good. So the ants are quickly learning Nen. And that is your episode. Now, what do I have to say about this episode? This episode was just straight up another badass episode. It was just badass. I mean, I'm echoing this in 2 reviews now, but that was the feeling for last week's animes, was just badass. So this is easily a 4 out of 5, just because I am so excited about the fight. Again, story-wise, with the exception of them figuring out Nen is starting to awaken the ants, not much really happened. But we got to see some of the progression. We got to see new attacks. And it was just fun. It was enjoyable. I was salivating over it. It was so good. So, again, there's not much analysis you're going to get out of me. It is what it is. And it was a badass episode. So again, 4 out of 5. So click it up if you like it. Comment if you must. And please, please, please subscribe if you can. And this is your buddy alertwolf signing out.